Good morning. We have an early start this morning. I'm just about to leave Kai and Amy's place. They've been so gracious to let me stay overnight so I could come down to the Illawara Reptile Expo and help judge some reptiles, which will be really exciting. We've got a carload of Kai and Amy's reptiles at the moment, including one little very wiggly Woma in that bag there, which we might secure a little bit more if she's going to be moving so much. But there's all sorts of critters in the car at the moment, including some really unique skinks, some really unique geckos. We've got a sand monitor on board, a black-headed python, all sorts of gear. And we're going to have a really fun day at this Illawara Reptile Expo. And man, if you missed out, it would have been a massive shame. But I'm going to try to film as much as I can to try to give you guys a little bit of a vibe as to what it was like. And it should be a hell of a day. I'm going to try to do my best to put my blinders on and not come home with any animals, because this is kind of like kid in a candy shop situation. So anyway, let's hit the road and we'll go and see what we see. Okay, so we're here well and truly early. I may have already made a purchase, which I may or may not get in trouble about with my wife, but that's okay. We're getting ready to judge all these reptiles. There's a whole bunch of reptiles that are lining up for the show now. It's probably about 100 odd reptiles that we're going to be judging, which will be really cool. And this is the retail side of things. So we've got heaps of retailers, heaps of tanks, heaps of sort of knickknacks and stuff like that. So there'll be heaps of stuff going on. You wait, this place will be bloody packed very shortly. I had a really great time being able to judge some of Australia's really cool reptiles that I haven't kept before, reptiles that I haven't seen so close in person as well. So it was awesome to be able to see some of these large monitors and pythons and venomous snakes and all sorts. Yeah, it was amazing to be able to do this and see all these reptiles and see them up close and get a real good look at them and be able to critique them in the best of my ability. And some of these animals, man, the keepers know what they're doing. They're in good nick and they're being well looked after. One of my favourites was this actual black-headed python that came up. Albeit a somewhat common species, it was a stunner of a specimen. Absolute stunning snake, and big snake at that. So that was a good one for the large python category. It's cool to see a water python entered as well. Awesome snakes. One of my favourite pythons. Womas, man. What can you say about womas? Womas are one of my favourite desert species. Another one I need to see. Now this one was really cool. This was actually Morelia Python Radio's Morelia of the Year. So this is a pretty reduced pattern diamond python. This is really awesome to see in the flesh. This snake's got a soft spot for me. This is Cam's rough scale. Bloody cracker of a snake, and it was a big buffy snake at that. I can't wait till my rough scales have got a pretty decent size to them. Olives, you can't go past olives, and this was a pretty sizey individual at that. Almost needed a bigger tub, there was so much snake to fit in. Helmeted geckos, one of my favourites. I need to go back into the desert country to find these guys. Another species I wouldn't mind owning. This is really cool too, an eastern hooded scalyfoot. Awesome animal. It's cool to see one of these entered as well. I believe it was the only pygopod actually entered into the show. Northern spiny-tailed geckos. Well, you guys know how much I love my spiny-tailed geckos, and this was a cracker of a specimen. This is a really cool one too. This is a golden-tailed gecko or bar-tailed gecko. Beautiful lizard. Can never go past an albino Darwin carpet either, hey. And we got a zebra jungle here. Really clean specimen too. Beautiful snake. The humble water dragon. This guy was an absolute stunner as well. It was cool to see one of these in the show. As well as some Boyd's forest dragons. You can't go past these guys. As you guys know, I'm an absolute nut for these guys as well.
It was cool to see them entered into the competition. This little one was so sprightly, sitting there for most of the day with his little head up, just checking everybody out. Spotted pythons, man, classic maculosa, can't go past them. This is a cracker little stimmy as well, little wheat belt stimmy. It had an absolute gorgeous colour to it. Can't go past freckled monitors and tristas. So yeah, I mean, any sort of a Dartshire is right up my alley. It was cool to see so many of these in the comp. Then you got venomous snakes as well, like Kangaroo Island, tiger snakes. Got these guys here. There was a dugite, red belly, eastern brown, St George mulga, another mulga snake. Yeah, there's a few there actually. There's a few good snakes, that's for sure, especially with the Vens. Corey came through with the goods and brought all these along to show everybody. Beautiful animals at that, hey. They definitely earn a lot of respect in my books, that's for sure. There was way more animals than that too, but that's just a good clean snippet of some of the animals that were there, some of my favourite highlights and some of the ones that I wanted to check out and show you guys. Something that I wanted to highlight to you guys is some of these young photographers. Man, they're killing it. I actually ended up taking that Tristis photo home as well. There's another one that was from Michael Payne, his sand monitor photo. But these kids are so young and they're taking these awesome shots with cameras, iPads, whatever they've got their hands on. They're learning the art and they're learning it soon. So the next generation of reptile photographers are going to be absolutely off chops. It'll be awesome to see these guys. But how good is this, you know, like this is an awesome thing to be able to have a little gallery there at the expo and show off your goods, have all these photos up for sale, and, you know, they can make a little bit of scratch or throw it into the society or whatever they want to do. I think this is a great idea. I reckon this is something that you should see at more expos as well, because hell, why not? You know, people love reptile photos, and why not hang a couple of these guys up in your reptile room? Okay, let's see the critters.
Had an absolute ball this morning judging these reptiles down here at the Illawara Reptile Expo. It was awesome fun. Managed to choose a whole bunch of cool monitors were actually in it as well. I really enjoyed the Kingorum. I'm always a sucker for Tristus, so you know that's going to be that. And of course Jai, the big Parenti, man, what a standout. He's very, very, very impressive lizard. But no, this morning's been an absolute ball. I'm just kind of taking a bit of a break as all the crowd comes in now that the doors are opened. And behind me over here, we've got a whole bunch of people checking out all the reptiles on display, including all the venomous snakes and stuff like that. That's really cool to see all that. We've got all the retailers and stuff over in the back corner over here too. So there's heaps of reptile enclosures, bits and pieces across there, lots of light globes and all that sort of gear that you need to keep your reptiles nice and happy and healthy. And then on the opposite side, which I'll flip around to now, this side is very COVID friendly at the moment. It's nice and open, but all the breeders' tables and things are all wrapped around the outside of the stadium here. It's a nice big venue, so there's heaps of space. There's probably in the vicinity of about 30 odd breeders' tables over there. There's all sorts of stuff from all sorts of morph pythons, morph blueies, all that sort of gear. There's some nice leaf-tailed geckos over at John Bigby's table with Terry Reeves and Simone. And then, we've got tons of Antaresia morphs and stuff like that getting around. I've even seen some Gidgee skinks, I've seen some Centralian blue tongues, even things like netted dragons. Kurt Lamott's right over in the corner, right over there he is, standing right there. And I bet you he's already sold the Tristus and stuff that he brought down with him, because I told him that they are a very popular lizard and the chances are that he's going to be completely sold out before I even go and say hello to him again. It's a good turnout, as you can see by the lines on the way in. The doors are still jam-packed, so there's still heaps of people getting ready to cram into this. It's going to be a big show, hopefully lots of reptiles sold. So over on this side, the crowds are absolutely piling in. There's heaps of animals out on display over there, and there's all the guys from the Illawara Society as well, helping educate the public about these amazing reptiles. These guys have put in an amazing effort, and it would have been a hell of a lot of work to get all this sort of stuff prepped and done. But you can see that they're all there kind of helping everybody understand what's actually going on with these reptiles, because not everybody that comes to a reptile show is a reptile person. Some people use it as something to kind of do on the weekend. Today being Mother's Day as well, it's kind of one of those things that, you know, a lot of mothers are probably being dragged around or dragging their families around to come and see a lot of this stuff, which would be really, really cool. There's some awesome stuff there. Over in the corner there on the right-hand side as well, there's all the venomous displays from Corey from, I believe it is Sydney Snake Catchers. He's got some awesome animals there, including St George mulgars, Kangaroo Island tiger snakes. He's got some awesome stuff over there. Some really, really good stuff. So I'm just about to leave the reptile show. It's been an absolutely killer day. I've said hello to so many people, met a whole bunch of new people in person too, which is always good fun. Absolute unreal day. Managed to grab myself a book, got a couple of photos for the reptile room, which is good as well, and supporting the society as well by buying those photos. But also I
My wife's going to kill me. My wife is going to kill me. I did bring home one animal. And I said I wasn't going to get frogs again, but I lied. OCD Reptiles over on Facebook, Cindy and Marie hooked me up with this beautiful, beautiful frog. And yeah, I can't wait to get it home and acclimated. And yeah, we'll check it out, no doubt, and a few other videos and stuff like that. But yeah, killer day, man. The society, I can't thank Joe and Michael and the rest of the society enough for having me down here. Amy and Kai for putting me up for the night as well. So thanks so much, guys. I really do appreciate it. It was an awesome day. It was awesome to hang out with like-minded reptile people again. It's been a little while since we've been able to do this sort of stuff. So yeah, what a good Mother's Day all around. Hey, awesome day. Alrighty guys, take care of yourselves and I'll catch you on the next video.